This testimony, it started about 10 years ago. And ever since I was a young man, I had this bad habit of chewing tobacco. And I just is one of those things where you get up in the morning and you got to have, something to go to bed at night. So anyway, about 10 years ago, I was driving home from work and I had an awful heartburn. I mean, it was just terrible. And I had tried over the years to give up this habit on my own. I'd say, Lord, or just, whenever I get to a place where I just don't have a lot of stress and I'll try to quit. Well, that never worked. It never worked for me at all. But this particular day, I'm driving home from work and I said, Lord, I've tried on my own so many times, and I said it just doesn't work trying it on my own. So Father, I need your help. I got to have your help, Father, because I can't do this on my own. And God spoke to me that afternoon in the car on the way home. He said, Steve, this is what I want you to do. He said, I want you to take that tobacco, when you get home, throw it in the trash. And then the next time that you have that desire, that urge for that tobacco, this is what I want you to do. I want you to sit perfectly still, and ask me to take that desire away from you. So I get home, I do what he said, I take the tobacco out and I throw it in the trash in that blue bin outside. So I go home and I always had this, when I go work on my computer, I always had the habit of putting that tobacco in my mouth. So I'm upstairs, I'm sitting down, I'm getting ready to work on the computer, and this desire comes over me for that tobacco. So I get up out of my chair, and I start to go downstairs to get that tobacco out of the trash can. And I remember what the Lord said to me. He said, Steve, sit back down in your chair, be still, be perfectly still, and ask me to take that desire away from you. So I did. I sat down, I was perfectly still, and I said, Lord, remove this desire from me from this tobacco. And just like that desire was gone. It's been over 10 years, and I have not had that desire again. Glory to God, because it's all for God. I couldn't do it on my own. God took that and he did that. And I praise God every day for that. And again, to his glory, that white flag. I raised that white flag and said, God, I need you. I need you.
Sing. The war is over. Love has come. Your love has won. We raise our white flag. The war is over. Love has come. Your love has won. And he does it over and over again in our lives. Amen.
Scripture tells us about that sweet love that Steve was just speaking about surrender. But in 1 John, it tells us in chapter 3 how great is the love that the Father has lavished on us. And I love that word, lavished, because it means to shower. It means to cover. And as we sang just a moment ago, and you made me brave, we sang about how his wave comes over us, over and over and over again. And so as we sing in just a minute this new song for you, I want you to just fall back and embrace yourself in the love and the power of Jesus Christ. He can free you from something like that. He can free you from your Mondays. He can free you from your bad decisions. He can free you from that because his love is here and it lavishes us. And so fall back into that as we teach you this new song this morning.
Over and over again, you prove your love to me. You promise your mighty right hand will be holding on to to me. Sing it. Over and over again, your strength you give to me. And upon the rock I will stand, as you're holding on to me.
Through the storm, through the flood,
I am covered, hallelujah, by the blood of the Son of the King. Are you covered this morning? By the